What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode all about, or episode? Welcome back to another video all about phrasal verbs. If you guys want to know more about phrasal verbs, I have an entire playlist that I'm constantly adding to at least once a month. And that's what today's video is going to be about, phrasal verbs. So stick around. Today's phrasal verbs that we're going to learn is going to be all about travel, which is also one of my favorite topics. So it's going to be about travel and forms of movement. So the first phrasal verb that I want to teach you guys is set off. Set off. Set off. And this just means to begin a journey. To begin a journey. You set off for blah, blah, blah. I will tell you that a lot of times people use this kind of in a different sense because it's like older English. So when people use this, it's like, I'm setting forth on my journey. I'm setting off on my journey to blah, blah, blah. It's like a dramatic, funny way to say it. But a lot of people still use it as like, hey, I'm setting off for Tokyo next week. Or I'm setting off for Hawaii, or I'm setting off for work. It's a not so fun journey that you want to begin. You can use it in many different ways. It's just my generation and maybe the generations under me. For context, I'm a millennial. The phrasal verb set off is just not as common. It's something that we consider like older English, like, oh, I'm setting off on a journey to blah, 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 blah. We don't use it as much, but it's still a thing and you will still hear it and you will still hear it being used. You will probably still use it at least once in your life. So it's good to know. Good to know. So an example of this is we set off for the airport early in the morning. We set off for the airport early in the morning. Now, set off is the phrasal verb here that you should use. Set off for the airport early in the morning. Me, if it was teacher Carley saying this, I would just say, we're going to the airport early in the morning, or we went to the airport early in the morning. I would not go out of my way to use this phrasal verb because it just sounds more natural and native for me to just say we went or we're going. But if you want to know other ways to diversify your English speaking, you can totally use set off, this phrasal verb, in this case, and it will sound amazing. And other people will be like, ooh, look at you using phrasal verbs. Promise you. The second one for today is pick up. Now, this one is super common. Pick up. You pick up your friends, you pick up your luggage, you pick up your mail, you pick up blah, 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 everything. Pick up. So this just means to collect someone or something from a place. When you collect someone or something from a place, you're picking it up. I pick up my kids from school, from soccer practice, from the bus stop. I pick up my mail from the mailbox. I pick up the keys to my car, sometimes from my husband. I'm like, oh, give me the keys to the car. I pick him up. Or I pick up my friend from the airport. I pick up my friend to go to the mall or to go hang out. My friend picks me up. Pick up, again, just means to collect someone or something from a place. So you can pick up your mail from the mailbox. You can pick up your clothes from the dry cleaners. You can pick up your package from the post office. You can pick up your order pickup from the store. You can pick up your friend from the airport. Like, it's just to collect someone or something from a place. All right. So an example of this is I will pick you up at the bus station. I will pick you up at the bus station. Pick up, or here you can put the word you or somebody's name in between pick and up. It still is a phrasal verb regardless of what you do. The next one is drop off. So it's the opposite of pick up, and it means to take someone or something to a destination. When you drop off, you are taking someone or something somewhere to a destination. You're dropping off. An example, everything that I said for pick up, flip it. All right, so you're dropping off your mail. You're dropping off your dry cleaning. You're dropping off your kids at school. You're dropping off your friend at the airport. You're dropping off blah, blah, blah. Food for your friend at work, or coffee for your son's teacher to get her through a hard day, those kind of things. Drop off, opposite of pick up. You take someone or something to a destination and you leave it there. You drop off. Sometimes I like to drop off my kids to my parents or my in-laws because I need a break. Sometimes I love them so much, but I need a break. So I like to just be like, hey guys, there's the kids. drop them off, and I'm like, okay, let's run and go do something with adults do. I don't know, what do adults do these days, you know? So drop off, to take someone or something to a destination. An example of this is, he dropped me off at the airport. All right, he dropped me off at the airport. So he took you to the airport, dropped you off, then for you to go, obviously probably take your flight, and that was that. So the next one is go on. Again, that is go on. So that just means to continue or proceed. You go on. So there's a super common expression that's like, the show must go on. All right, the show must go on. Just means you must continue or proceed despite anything and everything that could possibly happen. Go on. So another thing we say a lot is life goes on, you know, because even though things happen all the time, even though bad situations occur, at the end of the day, life goes on. Yeah, that sucked. Yeah, that was horrible. But at the end of the day, you're still alive. Life goes on. Go on just means to continue or proceed. You can also say, let's go on and move to the next step. Whether it be you're being trained at work and somebody's training you, or you're training somebody and you're like, all right, I think they understand this. Let's go on to the next one. All right, continue or proceed. Or teaching. You've learned a lot of vocabulary, right? So far today, you've learned 3 other phrasal verbs. You're learning one right now, and I'm about to give you another one. Before we go on to the next one, I need to make sure that you have a good understanding of this one. So before we continue or proceed, I want to make sure you have a good understanding of this. Go on. All right. So the example for go on is, the show must go on despite the rain. The show must go on despite the rain. Go on. All right. And the last one that we have for today is get in. Get in. And this just means to enter a vehicle or building. Now, notice I said the word vehicle. All right. Because when we talk about airplanes and boats or ships and even like hot air balloons, we don't say get in. We say we get on. I got on the boat. I got on the plane. I got on the hot air balloon. But for some reason, when we're talking about a car, we say, oh, I'm getting in the car. I will get in the car. All right. So English is confusing that way. So that's why I had to differentiate between that. Maybe I need to do a video on that as well. Get on versus get in. Ooh, that's a good idea. But also we say you can get in the building. It's raining or snowing outside. There's bad weather and your colleague is yelling at you saying like, hey, get in. It's snowing so bad, or it's raining so hard. Get in. You know, maybe like the elevator doors are about to close in a building and people are trying to hold it for you and they're like, hey, hurry, get in before the doors close, you know? So get in just means to enter a vehicle or building. An example of this is, we need to get in the car before it starts raining. We need to get in the car before it starts raining. Get in. So we have set off, pick up, drop off, go on, and get in. 5 different phrasal verbs for you all today that all have something to do with movement or travel/transport. So I hope you guys have a better understanding of these phrasal verbs. If you do, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see in the comments. Let me know your feedback. Let me know if you love me or not. I'm just kidding. You don't have to let me know. I know you know. I know that you know that I know that you know. And I hope to see you all in the next video.